All right guys, so now I'm gonna demonstrate the floor quad stretch, okay? So as you can see here, I have a yoga block or some foam pads. You can use whatever you need to elevate the hip for the mobility required for this stretch. Eventually you'll be able to just sit on the floor, but for now I'll show you the elevated version, okay? So for this, all you're literally going to do is you're gonna take one leg out in front of you. Whatever leg is in front, that block is gonna go under that hip. So in this case, it's my right, okay? From here, you wanna try to square up the hips as much as possible. So as you can see, I'm nice and square, quad, ankles just outside of the hip, okay? So you don't want it too far underneath. You can have it slightly outside, that's fine, okay? From here, what you're actually gonna do is really focus on tucking your tailbone and squeezing your glutes as hard as you can, and then you're gonna lean back, okay? And what you wanna watch out for, especially if your quads are tight, your knee's gonna wanna rotate out like that to avoid the stretch, okay? But I want you to try to keep your legs together as best you can, and you're just gonna squeeze that glute, okay? Really extending from the hips. I'm really thinking about pushing my hips almost up towards the ceiling, trying to keep that leg in line, okay? So it doesn't venture out. And I'm just holding here. Nice big breath. Quadriceps are a big muscle group, so they're gonna take a lot of time under tension to start to relax and loosen up, okay? So again, big point in squeezing the glute. What a lot of people, if you start to feel it in your low back, you're not extending the hip enough. So really focus on that glute squeeze and really extending that hip up towards the ceiling, okay? Over time, once you get to the point where the quad is flexible enough, you will be able to sit onto the floor, no problem. As you can see, my hips are perfectly square. I can sit up, okay? Legs are together. And same thing, I can squeeze my glute, really focus on extending that hip, and then sitting back as much as possible, okay? So I get a nice quad stretch. And that is the floor quad stretch.